I never really expected a Warframe build to take this long to make, to be honest. Like, I there was like only one thing I was actually struggling with because Saryn does a lot of damage by herself. That's a unchangeable fact. But there was this one problem with this build, which was just kind of impossible to decode. It took me a week of research to just get on with it and figure out things. And yeah, I guess I finally did now. If you guys are watching this video, then I guess I figured it out. I'm still figuring out it, by the way. And yeah, I guess welcome to my Saryn perfect build. I'm gonna keep this video as professional as I physically can. Well, in this video we are gonna be using one of the previous guns that we used with another friend of ours. His name is Site09. And this time it's kind of a similar situation, but a bit more lethal. And what's better than Sobek on that case? Well, here we are with another Sobek synergy, this time with Saryn. And this gun, god, this is a very beautiful gun. I'll explain you that. If you don't know what the Sobek does, then Sobek has an augment which is very unique. Whenever you kill an enemy, they will explode and deal 450 damage to the surrounding enemies up to 15 meters. And this augment changes that gun from a single target shotgun to a multi-killing nuclear machine. On paper, this doesn't sound that good, but in practice, do I really need to explain this? The biggest problem that Saryn goes through is her ability. If she doesn't have her second ability or something like Brief Respite or the Auger mods, she will die way too fast. This build requires you to be active. If you're looking for like a simple build that keeps you invincible or invisible, or basically makes you unkillable for every second, then this build is not for you, very sadly. Because in this build, you need to play. You really have to. Otherwise, you will just die. That's about it. That's probably the only downside of this build. But if you play actively, you will be doing the most amount of damage. And everybody else in your team, they won't even see the enemies. They will just see numbers. That's about it. And just like that, everything around you will just kind of they will just die. Oh, hi me. Okay, enough of the chit chat. Let's go through some stuff. Before we start with the build, let's go for our abilities. In this build, we are gonna be using negative range, so you don't really need to have your fourth ability because your fourth ability scales with range. And we're gonna be doing mainly elemental damage. So what's better to push our elemental damage more further? Well, roar. As you can see, pretty simple. I know the efficiency is on the lower side. It's a more self-oriented build, and you will get energy. Don't worry. How many enemies will be dying around you? You'll get a lot of energy. But everything else with Toxic Lash and Spores will cover up everything else. Toxic Lash is only there to give your melees a bit more push, just in case if you need it. But these two abilities will deal way too much damage already. You don't really need to do anything with your melee. And Molt is just there to keep you alive. That's about it. Having some external electric damage will not hurt you. That's why we are going with primary electric damage on our wireless shards for 2. And a little bit more corrosive just so we can fully strip the enemies. We're going for a corrosive shard, which gives us more corrosive stacks. And to keep us alive, we are going to be using 2 of these shards for health recovery on toxic damage. This will keep you alive, but you still need to play. You can jump around, you can hit your second ability every, I don't know, 4 to 5 seconds. That should be good enough time for you. You will not die, you will be killing everything around you. So there's a saying, if everything around you is dead, what is there to kill you? The Sobek build works similar to Site09's build. Instead of Merciless, we are gonna be using Blight, and instead of pure electric damage, this time we are going with Corrosive. So Corrosive can melt everything around you, whatever has armor, and if something doesn't have armor, Toxin will take care of that. And your own damage. So yeah. So about it, this is a very simple build. There's damage, status damage, crits. That's shells. Another augment mod. If you have already watched my Site 9 video, I don't need to explain what the duration does. You'll already know. A Bane mod for just in case if you're going higher than level thousands, then this will help you. If you're staying under that level, even if you have the wrong Bane mod, it doesn't matter. You'll be doing way too much damage to give a fuck about anything. Electricity, because we are gonna be using, corrosive. And that's about it. I need to level this up though. On Saryn, we are not using much of our brain power, to be honest. This build is probably the most simple thing that I thought about. Frostbite, so whenever we cast our shields, we get more energy because we are not going to be using any auger mods. That will fuck you up way more. Adaptation, so we can stay alive. I don't really need to explain adaptation. If you don't know what adaptation is, what the fuck are you doing in Water? Like, seriously. Equilibrium, because yes. Venom Dose, because whenever you cast your first ability, you can get more corrosive damage. That will scale up with everything. Catalyzing shields, so you can have more shield killing immunity, and your shields will be lower, but you'll have way more survivability with this mod than redirection. I'm reminded, so we don't need our range, we do need our duration, that's for sure. Continuity for more duration. I should pharma this bitch again actually. And Blind Rage for more strength, and we want more strength on 4th ability, so we are using Precision Synthify, not the normal one or the other one. You're gonna get more strength from Mold Augmented and more crit chance on our primary weapon. Everything else, Avenger. This is a very simple build. I just need to farm on my Saryn again. The build works in a bit of a simple situation. You cast your 4th ability, you cast your 1st ability, and you cast your 3rd ability. And then you put 1 or 2 bullets in the first target's head. And that's about it. That's all that takes to bring a horde of enemies to their soulless bodies. After showing out the whole build and all the setups, let's jump in and bully some Steel Path enemies in our favorite Sanctum Anatomia. And I forgot to mention that this is a negative 400 build, just as you guys saw. There is no PSF there. If you guys don't know what negative 400 is, go watch my other videos. That's it. So now as you can see, people are dying. This is Steel Path. Don't think like this is a normal mission on the base star chart. Nope, it's not. It's SP and we are killing people like they're made of paper. Because they indeed they are. Making the Sobek broken was not really that hard, okay? But making Saryn survive everything else was the hard part. I, to be honest, didn't even knew that the fucking, whatchamacallit, that the green shards actually have a perk which gives you more health on enemies that are affected or takes damage from Toxin bugs. So I was completely close to that. And then yeah, I tried it and then boom, that was the last ability that you needed. I did try to go for like adaptation build. What am I saying? No, not adaptation build, a shield tanking build with redirection. My bad. But to be honest with you, Saryn was still dying because shields will not take you that far, even though if you have like a lot of shields with prime redirection, it's still not enough. You'll still be in trouble. So I just thought, I was like, why not? I'll just like fuck that completely, because if health is the issue and if damage is the option, then why not? I just like, I chose more damage for survivability, and because of that, damage gave me survivability. So now whenever enemies take toxin procs, which as you can see, people do take quite a lot, because yeah, if I hit one guy, they all get affected. So like, so you kind of have like infinite HP if you think about it. You just need to be a bit cautious with this build. Even like this build even allows you to do acolyte killing pretty easily too. Not that hard. 11 acolytes. Okay. Try to kill the guy. So just like beat the ever-living shit out of him. Yeah, see? Now he'll just be dead. There we go. Simple. Not that hard. Well then, that would be the end on my side. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Hope you guys are not angry about the late uploads because I've been quite literally a bit busy with like some idle stuff. That's about it. I'm sure you guys will understand, but after that, like when those things are completely fixed, you guys will probably see way more uploads than what you're seeing right now. I will not post like one video every week. I'll probably be posting like at least two, at least like a short or something. But yeah, I'll be posting way more. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this build and use it by your own. And yeah. And out.